Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to another amazing episode of you listen to me talk about a load of rubbish. And today I'm going to tell you about what rubbish is happening in, my kingdom, the United Kingdom. I've caught my castle now, and I'm going to tell you what's happening. BBC boss defends Savile response. This Jimmy Savile guy has been done for this sex scandal and everything. That when he was interviewing people on the radio, that he was molesting them and stuff like that, which is just plain wrong. But on top of all of this, he also set up a lot of charities, and apparently he was sexually abusing people at these charity functions and stuff like that. But these charities also generally help people, and they're now being shut down, which is a bad thing. Just change the name to somebody else. Jimmy Savile is Jimmy Savile. He was a bad person, clearly. He obviously made some mistakes and some poor, life choices, like a lot of us. But, these charities that generally help people are being shut down, which is never good. That means people that need help can't get it. That's never a good thing. This is depressing. Why are we next? Ceefax ready for final switch off. Ceefax. For those of you who don't know what Ceefax is, Ceefax is the first ever teletext service that was on analog TV. I think it was run by the BBC, and it's being shut off at today. Today in Ireland will be the last ever showing of a Ceefax at 11:30 tonight British Standard Time, and the Plain English campaign announces lifetime achievements reward for Ceefax clarity or whatever. Ex-Prime Minister Sir John Mayer and Ceefax would be much missed. Who cares? Nobody uses Ceefax anymore. Tell you why nobody uses Ceefax? Because we have the internet. My dad didn't even use Ceefax. I think he used it a couple of times to check the football scores because he couldn't be bothered to go watch it when it was on, or just buy a newspaper, right, like a regular person. Newspapers will never be obsolete because everybody likes a good read. Everybody likes to read stuff. Not everybody likes to use their smartphone. I like a good newspaper. What else is going on in my hometown? I'll tell you what, the Mirror is being hit over hacking scandals. The Mirror, the Daily Mirror, the one we lead every day, as it's called, the Daily Mirror, every single day comes, it's being done for the phone hacking scandals. Apparently, Piers Morgan, when he was running the show, he did the phone hacking stuff as well, and it's being hit. And it'd be a shame to see the Mirror go, because it's such an amazing newspaper, because I read it all the time. You know what, I don't read the Mirror all the time. I read the Sun, I read the Star. I go through the page 3 girl, I have a good look up and down, I'm like, oh, that's nice, and then I close it. I might go read the Deidre at the back to hear about some wife cheating on her husband, but wants to tell her husband but doesn't know because her kids. A load of rubbish. Deidre's interesting. It's like Jeremy Kyle on newspaper, which is just fucking awesome. But yeah, the Mirror's been hit by this hacking scandal thing, and Piers Morgan is the guy that everybody's pointing their finger at because they think they did it when every newspaper probably did this. They've hit every newspaper so far, and every newspaper's been hit with this scandal shit, and News of the World is the only one that was cut down. And I didn't read that either. I'm so in touch. I'm so in touch with this. Bosses at Birmingham City Council say 600 million of savings must be made by 2017. That's starting with Birmingham Council. It's going to move around the entire country. All these councils are taking cuts everywhere. That means the councils will have to cut funding to schools and other charities and everything else they do for the public. And people don't have money. I don't have any money. The government doesn't have any money either, which means the councils don't have any money. We're so in debt. What is wrong with our country? We're supposed to be one of the leading countries in the world, and we're doing so poorly. We're setting a poor example. This isn't good enough, guys. We need to do something about it. Just don't take any of my money, because I don't have it. I don't have it to give to you. Car insurance premiums falling across the UK, which is good. They're being cut by like a third, which is awesome. And that means, when I go, get my own car and do my license and stuff, when I have to insure it, instead of costing me £3 to insure my car, it only cost me £2, which is, everybody likes that. Another really interesting thing that isn't really happening in the UK that I really want to tell you about is there's a whale makes human-like sounds, which is pretty cool. This whale looks more like a dolphin, if I'm honest. Not that I know exactly how all whales and all dolphins should look, but But researchers in the US have been shocked to discover a beluga whale whose vocalizations were remarkably close to human speech. That means that eventually whales and dolphins are going to take over the earth. I've had it. Okay, I'm doing so badly, my life is down, I've just lost my job. No, all the councils are taking cuts. That means I'm going to have to pay more in taxes eventually. And whales are taking over. Brilliant. Whales are learning to speak. The whales and dolphins are supposed to be like the second most intelligent creatures on the earth. They're probably more intelligent than us. They just don't have the opposable thumbs yet. But they're getting it. I mean, cats have opposable thumbs now. Whales will have them one day, I'm sure. And you know, but when they don't need the water anymore, they'll want the land that we have. I'm not giving up my land. I'm going to get my fork. I'm going to stick it in that whale. I'm going to stick that whale in some soup and eat it. Not, you know, not that I actually do that, but I would. I mean, for God's sakes, whales that can talk, that's actually pretty fucking amazing. Yes, here. While dolphins have been taught to mimic the patterns and durations of sounds in human speech, no animal has spontaneously tried such mimicry. But researchers heard a 9-year-old whale named Knock, what name, Knock, make sounds octaves below normal, I don't understand that, in crippled bursts. So he was trying to say, I am going to kill you, but they couldn't quite understand it because, you know, it's a whale. Doesn't speak English yet. It speaks whale noise. Cheers for watching today's episode of me talking about rubbish. I hope you enjoyed today's rubbish because I thought it was pretty fucking interesting. I think I'm going to end the video here. Please press the button up here if you would like to subscribe to my next video. Click the button down here to subscribe to the next video if you're on your mobile. There is also a thumbs up button. If you favorite and the comments below. Bye.